In last week's episode, we made it to the laid-back, colourful and heartwarming village of Charlottesville in Tobago, from where we explored waterfalls hidden behind secret gardens of Eden and also the island's tropical northern coast. Not meeting a single car on this trip, we soon found ourselves on a picture-perfect, palm-surrounded beach whose mere beauty let our hearts beat so much faster. In our tuned Fast and the Furious car we had rented from Charles, we continued after a good lunch from the grill and found something abandoned half dug into the sand. It turned out to be a dinghy that must have had a few encounters with Buccoo Reef in front of Tobago's coast. Ilja's and Nico's mission was getting the dinghy back to 1.5 hour distance Charlottesville. And they made it. After taping the biggest holes, stuffing wooden pieces into leakages, and being towed by Nico's outboard engine, Ilja survived the half-mile tour back to Thula, pumping for his life. After Nora and I had been thrown out by the boys in Scarborough, so there would be enough space for transporting the abandoned dinghy to Charlottesville, it was a bit of a mission through the city finding the bus station for a bus back to our bay. When we had finally found it, we waited at the bus station for 2 hours, not really sure whether the bus would ever come. When it finally did come, there were more people than seats. I just told Nora, no matter what, just get into that bus. There is no other today. A very well-proportioned lady we had talked to earlier spread her arms around us and pushed us into the bus in front of the others. When we were in, herself included, who was taking up 2 seats, she just shouted through the chaos of people, "Are the 2 whites in?" In the end, I had the rubbish bin between my legs, my backpack on my legs, and was sharing a seating row with 5 others originally meant for 3. Whenever someone got off, it was something like, "Good night, Maria, was good talking to you. Take care." Not a single person had their phone in front of their face. Everyone was talking about politics and current issues going on. It was such a personal bus ride. So Nico and I are just taking a little forest tour here in Tobago, in Pirates Bay, and it's just amazing. Huge bamboo and huge trees, amazing bird life, like in the jungle or from the Jungle Book. So nice. And we are sweating wet. It just runs down because it's just so hot here. Nico just saw this cocoa plant, and we've seen a lot of these already, but most of the cocos are eaten up. And now, the sun is out again. Bum, ba-dum, bum. The morning before Nico and I had gone hiking, Ilja had gone spearfishing. I accompanied him, being his fish collector, and also had a look underwater myself. Ilja caught 2 fish we call Hornhechte in German. Some sailors call them pipers in English. We then smoked them in our little oven and had a really tasty dinner with some fried potatoes and onions.
Look, this is Holland, this is Netherlands.
Netherlands.
It's always raining there.
Sullivan, this is Sullivan here.
Yeah, I know. Look, how beautiful, huh?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Do you like to press buttons?
Yes. Hey, look, fishes.
Fishes, yeah. I wanna check. Maybe you know this fish.
I see.
Okay, wait.
Okay, not fish.
This fish has a long nose, like a barracuda, but it is not a barracuda. We are on our way to Grenada. Just left Tobago, this beautiful island. And yeah, well, it's an overnight sail around 80 miles, and hopefully we will be there just before the sunrise tomorrow morning. Then we go in the marina to do some maintenance, and then we will enjoy the island.
It was really hard to leave Tobago, wasn't it?
It was really hard to leave Tobago.
Why?
Because it was so beautiful in Charlottesville, and the people there, they were really, really nice, and it was more or less a small village, and they are not really used to tourists, and it was really, really good. Pump, 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 Janna. Pump, 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 pump. That's a big full. Pump, 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 pump. today I did some dinghy repair and I had to go for it to the city and buy some Hypalon material for the dinghy and some new glue. And yeah, I figured out where the holes are the day before and glue the patches on, and yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna look again for some new holes, and then hopefully it will not lose air anymore and we will have a new dinghy.
Hopefully. Yeah, what is Hypalon?
Hypalon is, you have two different building materials for a dinghy. So this is PVC. It's like a normal plastic stuff. And you have Hypalon. This is more quality material. It's quite resistant against salt water and sun. And it's actually the better material, but it's so expensive. I paid for like this patch, this size, I paid like 50 euros. So that really hurts.
Hopefully,
Hopefully
it's good invested.
Yeah, hopefully it was not for nothing.
So today is maintenance day. I am repairing the sail. During the Atlantic crossing, the sail must have, I don't know, been behind something sharp and then it ripped. And what I'm actually doing is just taking small pieces of saline cloth that we still have, knit it over, and cross stitch over the rip here again. It doesn't look that pretty, but I hope it holds, and I'll have to do the same thing with the mainsail and the spinnaker, which also has a rip. Let's see what the other ones are doing. Oh. Nora's doing one of our jobs that we have done the last, or we've done 2 winters long for the whole deck. Getting all of the silicone out because it's leaking here and there, and we're going to do it or renew it. And Ilja is taking care of the dinghy again. So Ilja, how's it going?
Yeah, well, day 2 dinghy repair. Yeah, well, I'm still not sure if we're gonna fix it or not. We will see in a couple of hours.
Okay.
This is leaking everywhere.
Leaking everywhere?
Everywhere.
Yeah, how are the coconuts? Nice.
Okay,
Nice
so
and fresh.
this is how we repair our wood stuff. So I got this Oberfräse. It's called Oberfräse. I don't know the word in English. And then I just have this small pins that it cannot go anywhere. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna make these things a little bit deeper so that the sealant will really fit inside, and we got like a really nice finish. So first you go like this, put it here inside, turn the machine on, and then go. Yeah.
Wow, Ilja!
Yes.
For the engine! Nice job! After Ilja had laminated the big hole the dinghy had, probably because it had been pulled over Buccoo Reef in Tobago several times, put a layer of primer onto it, fixed all holes with Hypalon and a special glue which cost us around $100, and had mounted a wooden piece for a new outboard engine, it was time to see if we could get this abandoned wreck floating again. There was so much joy among us. It took Ilja 2 days to repair this little boat he decided to name Buccoo. Of course, it would over time have a hole here and there again, but we had a new dinghy. After working 3 days, recorking the lid of our locker, getting the dinghy afloat, and sewing covers and sails that had little holes in them, we decided to treat ourselves with a hike to Mount Qua Qua. We walked to the main street, passing by some places nature was trying to win back, and then stood there like having been ordered but never picked up. We waited and waited for a local bus to pass by. A friendly local informed us, after watching us tourists for a while, that Sunday was church day. No buses going anywhere. So why not go to church instead? We had always wanted to attend a local church service, and so just followed the singing we had heard before. Before we knew it, we were already sitting in the last row of Reverend Newton's church. He had welcomed us inside the moment we had peeked in. First, we felt quite uncomfortable due to the fact that they had asked some community members to stand for us to have a seat, and due to our unsuitable hiking outfit. Everyone was beautifully dressed and styled, but after we had been asked to introduce ourselves, answering a few questions Reverend Newton had, we got more comfortable and just did what everybody else was doing.
For emphasis, I want to repeat verse 14. These all continued with one accord in prayer. Hear me, lady, sister. He knows where it hurts. He knows to what extent it hurts. And it's not a situation that he just knows about it. He can do something about it. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and forget not all his benefits. Who healeth thy diseases, who cometh thee with loving kindness, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagles. God bless the Lord. All ye servants of the Lord, we give you thanks, Almighty. This is the day you have made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you for this day.
This service was very different to the ones we know from Germany and Lithuania. The people are involved very often being asked to read certain psalms or share happenings where they believe the Lord had stood by them. Everyone put their whole soul into their voices, being accompanied by a band in front. Pastor Newton was totally in his element. After the service, hands were shaken praising us in our journey, thanking us for having joined their community. We were even invited for an oil down, a typical meal from Grenada, but had to deny as we still had a date with the local villager. Where are we going?
We're going to Bonnie.
Who's Bonnie?
Bonnie, I don't know yet. It's a guy who maybe sells some outboard engine for us. We will see. I met the other guy and he said Bonnie has an outboard engine.
How much horsepowers?
5 horsepowers, so it's quite good for our dinghy. And I asked him where does he live, and he said, yeah, down the street in the White House.
Okay, let's look for the White House.
Bonnie agreed on selling us the Nissan 2-stroke 5 horsepower outboard engine, which was old but in good shape, for $400 instead of $1,000 he asked before. Cash, of course. When walking past some young men, I asked one of them if he would mind doing us a favor, earning a bit of Sunday cash, bringing us to the next ATM.
Because you see all these old designs, these are things that you would find in England. Some of them, of course, they need to come down, but they still try to maintain some of the old.
It took us 1.5 hours and 3 ATMs finding a machine that would accept our card. And on top of that, guess whose car we were sitting in? Reverend Newton's son. What a coincidence. Or maybe not.
Where are you? Thumbs up!
Wie ein kleiner Junge zu Weihnachten.
In the evening, it was time for a drink. Cheers to our new dinghy. Cheers to our new outboard engine. And cheers to the welcoming and helpful people of Grenada living around the bay of St. David's Harbour. Thank you for watching the episode. Now it's been 9 months since we left Kiel to explore new destinations with our sailboat Thula. If you liked the video, please subscribe on our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up.
And be ready for some new adventures on Grenada and further north on the Grenadines. Stay tuned and see you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.